Good morning from Big Sky Country. I'm Stacy, owner of Montana Used Bricks. And today I want to talk about lots. I had a question in my comments, which I thought, oh, this will be really easy to describe. He asked, what's the difference between parts and lots? Which is a good question. If you're not familiar with Bricklink, that can be a little confusing. Here's the basics, and then I'll explain why it's not as easy a question to answer as I thought it was going to be. This is a stack of 2x2 bricks, and these are white. These are same thing. I believe the part number is 3003, and if I'm wrong, I'm sure I'm going to hear about it in the comments. These are all the same part number. But when you put things into inventory into Bricklink, this is considered a lot. So this part of the 3003 in white is one lot. This would be another lot for the blue. This would be a lot for the green. So each lot can have its own number of parts. I think this question came up because I was showing you when I was putting things into my inventory, I was showing the lot and part count. Basically, this is the lot, and then the number of bricks is the part count. So that's an easy one sort of to answer until you start getting in and really doing things within Bricklink. So here's where it kind of muddies the water. I have some bricks, 2x4 bricks that are the old style. So it's 3001 old is the part number. I also have some that were made by Samsonite. The Samsonite bricks are different, and I didn't want to just lump them in with the Lego version of the old style of brick. I created a new lot where I put in the description that it was a Samsonite brick, so I ended up with two lots for the same part number. You can end up with quite a few of those where you end up with lots because every time you put in a different description, it's going to create a new lot for that part. This is where it muddies the water, and this also kind of brings up one of my pet peeves because I notice when I go into some of the larger stores that they don't consolidate when they upload their parts. Basically, they create a new lot. So you end up with something like this. You have all these blue 2x4 bricks. Some of them are new, some of them are used. And then when you go over and look at the part, it's the same part, same color, but then you look at the price and all the prices are different. They're just uploading at whatever the current price is or what they feel like charging at the time, and they're not consolidating those lots. That's a pet peeve for me because when I go into a store, I don't want to have to pick and choose. You know, I want to just see that one lot where all the parts are for the same price. But that's my pet peeve. Maybe some people don't understand how to consolidate. Some people may even be doing this on purpose because when you do that, it creates a new lot. And then if you were to sort stores for like the US that show in descending lot order, you're going to see that some of these stores have 30, 40, 50,000 lots. And you're thinking, wow, they have a lot of unique parts. No, they don't. They just have a lot of parts that they haven't consolidated. That's my pet peeve. I understand why people do it. I understand the background, what's happening, why they might do that. It's just as a buyer, that just, I don't know, it's my pet peeve. Everybody has them. So the reason I did this video on lots today was not just that question. That question came up and I thought I would just answer that in the comments. But during the week, I was looking at the Bricklink Worldwide Buyers and Sellers group on Facebook, and there was a complaint about lot averages. And lot averages are still a little bit confusing to me. I understand them. I understand why some stores use them, but there are some stores that really shouldn't be using them. And the reason I say this is, as a buyer, if I see a store has a lot limit, I'm usually going to click out of that store and find one that doesn't, just because I may not have enough parts to meet their lot average. Basically, what they're saying is they want you to spend 75 cents per lot. So if I was to get like just 5 white bricks, 5 blue bricks, and they have a 75-cent lot average, I'm not going to meet that average because I'm not buying enough parts. And this is fine if you have a large store. I get it if you have a large store, because then you can kind of control the traffic that's coming into your store. If you have a smaller store with not a lot of parts, if you just don't have enough parts, people aren't going to be able to make that lot average. They're going to be frustrated and they're going to click out of your store and they're going to go somewhere else. Before you start implementing a lot average, you really need to look at what you have in your store. Look at what people are buying now. Look at what the lot average is currently, and then maybe just set your lot average 5-10 cents more than what you're currently selling, just to get a feel, because you're going to lose buyers if you don't have the parts in your store to maintain that lot average, because it'll just be frustrating. And like me, I've been in a couple of stores where I've tried to buy and I just could not make that lot average. I didn't want to have to just buy parts to buy parts. So I clicked out and went somewhere else. This was quite the heated discussion on the Facebook group, and I was a little surprised because I'm like, I don't like them. That was my first reaction. But looking at the comments, I was surprised by how many stores use a lot average, and they didn't give the name of their store, so I couldn't go in and say, yeah, that makes sense, you have a big store. Or if they had a little store, it's like, why are you using the lot average? It was quite the heated discussion. So I would really, truly be interested, if there's Bricklink store owners that watch this video, if you could comment below whether or not you use the lot average and why. Why don't you use it, or why do you use it? There was so many comments on this. It was like 112 comments on this one post. The reason for the post was the person had gone into a store, spent a half hour to try to get everything she needed off of her wanted list. They had the parts that she wanted. She was very excited to buy from them. She goes to check out and she was short because of that lot average. She was very disappointed and she was not happy. So of course she didn't buy from the store. Some of the comments were, did you contact the buyer to see if they would let you bypass that? Because you can bypass the lot average. As a buyer, if you're really close to getting that lot average, you might want to contact the buyer, because sometimes they might let you bypass that. Some of the reasons for using a lot average were because they don't want to spend a lot of time on small orders. They want to make sure that they're getting that lot average and their minimum buy, and they're not spending a lot of time pulling an order. The other reason is just because they spend so much time putting things into inventory, they feel this is their way of getting their money back. There are also lot minimums and lot maximums that you can put into. So if you don't want people just coming in your store and buying one lot, you want to make sure that they're buying more than that, you can put a 5-lot minimum. Or if you don't want to spend 5 days pulling a very large order, you can put a lot maximum of 1,000 lots. There are some advantages to using the lot algorithm in Bricklink, but you really want to be careful, because like I said, you can turn a lot of people off. There were quite a few comments from buyers on the group that were saying, if I see a lot average, I click out. That's pretty much what I do, unless the store has a unique part that I'm trying to get. That's pretty much it for this video. Sorry, it's another short video. Only so much I can say about lot averages before people are pulling their hair out. If you have any specific questions that I might have missed in this video, go ahead and put it in the comments below and I'll do a follow-up video on it. I just found it very interesting that that question about what's the difference between parts and lots came in the same week that I saw this complaint about lot averages. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it that thumbs up. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.